everyone, I am Suma. Here before you to explain about the conceptual schema of IPL T20 cricket, let's begin with understanding the ER diagram. Let us know about the purpose of the ER diagram. The ER diagram represents the structure of the database for managing the IPL T20 data, including teams, players, matches, stadiums, occasions, and performance. Let us know about their entities and attributes. First, the entity team, which having the primary key team ID and attribute team name, and player entity which having the primary key player id and attribute is name team id occasion price, and stadium and having attributes stadium name location, and match entity which having the primary key match id and their attributes are date team 1 id team 2 id stadium id. Occasion entity which having the primary key occasion id and attributes are occasion price, and the performance which having the primary key performance id and attributes are runs, wickets, player id and match id. Next, let us know about the relationship and coordinality relations of the entities with two entities. First one is match to team, which having the relation place and having the cardinality relation m is to n, means many players can place in one team. One team can place in many matches. Next, team two players which having the relation has and the cardinality relation is 1 is to n, means one team has many players. Many players can have one team. Next, match to stadium. Next, the relation between match and stadium. It has in the relation held in, and the cardinality relation is 1 is to n, means many matches can held in one stadium. Next, player to performance, which having the relation has and the cardinality relation is 1 is to n, means one player has many performance. Next, player to occasion. Here it has in the relation participating in, and the coordinated relation is n, means many player can participated in the one occasion. This is known about the the next part of the relational schema will be continued by the Trisha.
Myself, Trisha, I am here to continue the topic logical schema. This is the logical diagram of the cricket tournament management system. This defines how the data is structured and connected between different entities. Here we mark all the foreign keys present in the table to the primary key from where they have been referred from. First, we see table team that stores all the teams participating in the tournament. Here team ID is the primary key. We also see team ID present as a foreign key in the team player. We mark the team ID from player table to the team ID present as a primary key in the team table. Next, player entity here contains details of all the players. Stadium has stored the location, name and ID for organizing matches. Next, match here stores the schedule and teams for each match. Auction keeps the auction records, and performance stores the performance of the player. Next, query explanations will be continued by Sakshi.
Myself, Sakshi, I am explaining about SQL queries. First query, highest scoring match in a IPL history. Select match ID, team runs plus team 2 runs as a total runs from the matches. Match ID as a selected identifying two teams. Team 1 and team 2 should be calculated and total runs from the matches. It has a specific match table to in a stored order by total runs. The total runs as a name calculated in a values. Limit 1, highest score match in a IPL history which has a highest score. Second query, team with the lowest total scores in the matches. Select team ID, minimum total runs as a lowest scores from performances. As lowest score assigning the name and the value, and total minimum scored in a team in a matches. Performances, it gets scored performance in the table, group by team ID. The group data will be calculated in a minimum score performances, order by scores, which the team will be recorded and score in a ascending. Limit 1, it returns the lowest score table in a matches. Third one, team losing most wickets in a single match. Select team ID, maximum total wickets as a most wickets. We should select the team ID, maximum total wickets as a most wickets. They lost from performances, the group which as a each team as result. Order by winner team ID. The most wickets of a team which has a highest number of a wicket lost down. Order by the win desk. Limit 1. It returns the losing the wicket from the matches.
Fourth query ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Team with most wicket win at Vanakadi Stadium. Select winner team ID, count as win from. We should select the winner team ID and count how many times it won, and it has a names to count from. It reads the data from the table from the matches. Where stadium ID ST001. It filtered the only one matches. It placed in a Vankadi Stadium. Group by winner team ID. It had group which winning in a most wins in that stadium. Order by win desk. Order the team which has most win in Vanakadi Stadium. Limit 1. Returns only one team of the top of the scores. It has most win that stadium. And it had by count as a win percentage. We should select the team ID and sum of total wins and count how much match played and winner team ID, team 1 and team 2. And we should count 0 and 1. And counting 100 into combine the percentages and from select team ID as a one team winner ID, which match will be union. It has all duplicates keys, and it will be the team which scores the matches. Group by team ID. All least matches winners included in win percentage. Order by win percentage desk. Group which calculated win percentages. Limit 1. Score highest percentage and lowest, which returns the highest win percentage. Next part will be continued by Spurti.
Hello, myself Spurti. I am explaining SQL queries. Sixth one, player with most sixes in IPL history. Select player ID, sum sixes as total sixes from performance, group by player ID, group by total sizes desk, limit 1. It means first we have to select the attribute called player ID, then sum sixes means calculate the total number of sixes hit by each player. Group by player ID means aggregates the sixes of each player. Order by total sixes desk sorts the result in descending order of total sixes. Limit 1 means return only the top players with highest numbers of sixes. Now I will explain query number 7. Query number 7. Player with most runs in season 2024. Select player ID, sum runs as season runs from performance. Join match on performance match ID is equal to match ID, where season year is equal to 2024. Group by player ID, order by season runs desk, limit 1. It means first we have to select the attribute called player ID, then join match means combine the performance and match tables using match ID, where season year is equal to 2024. filters match that occur in 2024 season. Sum runs means calculate the total runs by each player in that season. Group by player ID. Group stats by player. Order by season runs desk means sort the player by highest run tally. Limit 1 means return the top scorer of the match. Now I will explain query number 8. Player with most wickets in IPL history. Select player ID, sum wickets, has total wickets. From performance, group by player ID, order by total wickets desk, limit 1. And the explanation is, first we have to select the player ID attribute. Sum wickets means total the wickets taken by each player. Group by player ID means aggregates wickets data per player. Order by total wickets desk ranks player by total wickets in descending order. Limit 1 means fetches the player with most wickets in IPL history. Now I will explain query number 9. Query number 9. Bowler with best bowling figures means most wickets in matches. Select player ID, max wickets as best figures. From performance, group by player ID, order by best figures desk, limit 1. And the explanation is, first we have to select a attribute called player ID. Max wicket means get the maximum number of wickets taken by each player in a single match. Group by player ID means group the performance data by player. Order by best figure desk sorts a player by the best performance highest wickets in descending order. Limit 1 returns the player with single best bowling performance in IPL history. Now we will explain query number 10. Batsman with highest strike in rate in season 2024. Select player ID, average strike rate as average strike rate from performance. Join match on performance, match ID is equal to match ID, where season year is equal to 2024. Group by player ID. Order by average strike rate desk, limit 1. It means first we have to select a attribute called player ID. Join with match means connect each performance to its corresponding match. Where season year is equal to 2024 means filter for the 2024 IPL season. Average strike rate means calculate the average strike rate of each batsman in that season. Order by average strike rate means rank the players for highest to lowest average strike in descending order. Now I will explain query number 11. Stadium hosting most IPL matches. Select stadium ID, count matches as matches hosted from match, group by stadium ID, order by matches hosted desk, limit 1. It means first we have to select a attribute called stadium ID, count match ID that counts the number of matches hosted in each stadium. Group by stadium ID, groups the data by stadium. Order by matches hosted DESC, sorts the stadium by number of matches hosted in descending order. Limit 1, returns the stadium that has hosted the most IPL matches. The next part will be continued by Suma.
Myself Suma. Now I am going to explain 12th query. The query is stadium with most 200 plus scores. The SQL is select stadium ID count star as high scoring matches from match where team 1 runs is greater than or equal to 200 or team 2 runs is greater than or equal to 200. Group by stadium ID. Order by high scoring matches decreasing. Limit 1 means here it will select the stadium ID and counts how many times it appears. Count star means counts the number of matches that result is renamed as high scoring matches from the match table. Then here it will filter only the rows where either team 1 or team 2 scored more than 200. Then group the result by stadium to count how many high scoring matches happened in each stadium. Then it will sort the stadium in decreasing order of high scoring matches. Limit 1 means only the top 1 stadium with the highest count is shown. Then the 13th query is average first inning score at vacant stadium. The SQL is select stadium ID, average team 1 runs, average first inning match. Stadium ID is to SQL is 1, group by stadium ID. Here it will select the stadium ID and average of team runs. It will rename the result as average first inning score match table. The condition then the creation one match player at vacation is 0 are considered. Then it goes to the stadium ID. Is equal to STD01 group by winner team order by wins decreasing limit. Means here it will select the ID, select the team ID of the winning ID, counts how many matches they have won. Limit 1 means it shows the only team with the most wins rate. The 15 query is player with highest occasion price in 2024. The SQL is select player ID maximum occasion price as highest price from occasion, where session year equals to 2025 group by player ID order by highest price decreasing. Limit 1. Here it means it will select the player ID to find the maximum occasion price for each player, and its result is renamed as highest price. Then from the occasion table, then the where clause is used because to filter only the occasion that happened in the 2024 session, and it going to group the player ID to enter to calculate the maximum price per player. Then it sorts the player by highest occasion price. Then limit 1 means it returns the player with the highest price. The 16 queries franchisee returns most player in 2023. The SQL is select team ID, count player as retained from occasion, where session year is equals to 2023 and return true. Group by team ID, order by retained players decreasing limit 1. Here it means it will going to select the team ID first, and it will count how many players each, and it results named retained players from the occasion table. And where and retained. Retained is equals to 2. Then it going to group the team ID to count the retained players per team. Then our order number of players. Then the limit 1 means it shows the team with the most retained players. Next, the 17th query is player changing most times in IPL. Then select ID as team changed from option by 50 and using limit. Here we will check the how many different teams each player has joined. And then distinct means no duplicates are counted. We to teams changed from the occasion table. Then here it going to group the player ID to count the player. The players are sorted by the number of teams players. Then the limit 1 means it shows the player who changed the teams most. Then the next will be continued by the Trisha.
I, Trisha, will be continuing further. 18th query is about teams spending most in auction between 2020 to 2024. Query is select player ID, sum auction price as total spent from auction, where season year between 2020 and 2024, group by player ID, order by total spent, desk limit 1. Here sum add up the money spent, where condition filters the season from 2020 to 2024. It groups by player ID and order shows the teams who spent the most in the auction between 2020 to 2024. Limit 1 returns only single value that the team spent most in the auction. 19th query, team losing most matches in IPL history. Query is select team ID, count star as loses from select team ID as team ID, winner team ID from match, union all select team 2 ID, winner team ID from match as all matches, where team ID is not equals to winner team ID, group by team ID, order by loses, desk limit 1. Union all here combines both team 1 ID and team 2 ID as team ID, where condition here filters matches where the team did not win. Count star counts how many times each team has lost, and it orders by loses. Limit 1 returns single value that the team has most losses in the IPL history. 20th query is about bowler bowling most dot balls in IPL history. Query is select player ID, sum dot balls as total dot balls from performance, group by player ID, order by total dot balls, desk limit 1. Sum here as of dot balls per bowler, group by player ID, groups by each bowler, order by shows highest dot balls bowled by the player on top, limit 1 returns only single value of a player with player ID who has most dot balls. 21st query is about player playing most IPL matches. Select player ID, count distinct match ID as matches played from performance, group by player ID, order by matches played, desk limit 1. Count distinct match ID counts the number of unique matches played by each player. Group by player ID, it groups on the basis of the player ID. Order by matches played shows the most played matches by the player on top. Limit 1 returns a single value with a player playing most matches in the IPL. 22 query, captain with highest win percentage. Select captain ID, count case when captain ID is equals to winner captain ID, then 1 end into 100, count as win percentage from match, group by captain ID, order by captain ID, limit 1. Case when here checks if the captain won the matches, counts match won by the captain, into 100 converts it into the percentage. It ordered by shows highest win rate of a captain on top. Order next limit 1 returns a single value, that is captain with highest win percentage. 20th query is about auction price trend for Virat Kohli. Select season year as auction price from auction where player ID is equals to P001, order by season year. Select return year price from auction where condition filters player ID and order by shows as per the season year, that is highest auction price on a player ID